Hey everyone, it's Derrick here with another video, and today we are doing sort of a long-term review of the Neato Botvac D5 that I purchased in 2017. And the reason why I want to do a update or a long-term review is because I have a few updates on what's going on with this puppy. So first thing is, here it is. Still looks pretty good, hasn't gotten too many dings. Now the issue is primarily that this thing is, as you can see, plugged in. It's connected here. I've cleaned the contacts on here because I've spoken to Neato's customer service and tech support, and still this thing is, it's pretty dead. The reason why I've sort of wanted to do this video is because I've replaced the battery. That was one of the issues, is that the battery cells started to degrade. So it was starting to get below 85% for a full charge. As in, on the app, I would look at the charge and it would keep saying that it's fully charged at 85% and it would take 0 time to get to full charge. So the issue with that isn't necessarily that the battery is degrading. That happens no matter what, and that's what happens with these types of cells. So the issue was more so around the fact that it was getting around the house, and we moved into a new house, so the house is bigger, the floor plan is much bigger, so that's one of the issues. The other issue is that it needs to recharge. The software in the actual Neato requires it to charge more than 90%, or I'm not entirely sure what the algorithm is, but within the software it says it has to be over a certain charge to continue vacuuming. So the battery has degraded below that, so essentially whenever I try to run it throughout the house, it needs to come back to recharge. It never gets to over that percentage, so it never restarts and finishes the job. So that's one of the issues. So I went ahead and bought a new battery and thought that would fix the issue. And for the most part, it did fix the issue. But the other issue is that now it's starting to say, I'm getting an error that says battery deep discharge. And then when I click on learn more within the app, it doesn't do anything. So that's one of the issues. And then I went ahead and talked to Neato in the chat, which is great. They have a chat available. They basically said it's out of warranty, which this is from 2017, so it's way out of warranty. Also, I've had to replace the motherboard within it because apparently that overheated and fried. So for the Botvac D5 connected, you can't even find replacement parts for that. And whenever I sent it in, they basically said it would cost more to replace the thing. So it's almost worth looking into another one. The experience with this puppy so far is quite awful. I mean, it's 5 years in. I've had to replace the motherboard within here, which also means that it no longer uses the side brush. And then I've also replaced the battery, which it's only been a couple months since I've replaced the battery. And now I get this fatal error, which essentially says, you can't use this thing anymore. Basically, the customer service person said, you have to send it in and we'll determine if we can fix it or not. So you essentially have to pay for it to be shipped, because they're not going to pay for that. And then additionally, you also have to get it sent back to you, and then they'll give you an estimate of how much it costs to fix it. Yeah, this thing isn't super light, so it'll cost some money to actually ship it in, so it's kind of a pain in the butt. It almost is worth just looking into a new one. So what I want to see out of these robot vacuums is more reliability and also an understanding of how long the battery is going to last. So I think most of these give you a 1 or 2 year warranty. I would want to see something that gives you like a 5 to 10 year warranty. But the problem with these things is that they're going to be disposable. And I think that's the primary issue, is that all of these things are disposable. They always come up with new products so that they can sell it to you again. And the company doesn't really give a crap if the thing craps out on you or has some issues. Now, don't get me wrong, these things have a requirement to do some maintenance on them, just like any appliance, just like any vacuum cleaners that you have, any dishwashers, any refrigerators. All those really require some sort of maintenance. So this is the original battery that came with the robot vac, and we're gonna take this out and replace it with it to see if it's just the battery, if that's the issue, or if there's something else wrong with this thing. But I can definitely not recommend the Neato Botvac D5 or the D3 for that matter. I don't know what the newer robot vacs are like, because there have been a lot of them that have been created, and most of them use the same hardware with slight changes in them. So honestly, I'm still gonna go with, I don't know if you should buy a robot vac. Maybe if you have a smaller place, that floor plan probably less than 1,000 square feet. I think down here is probably around 1,500. So it's a pretty large main floor. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you have any additional questions about the Neato Botvac D5 or D3. And thank you all for watching. Okay, so another update. So what I did was I went on eBay and was thinking that, okay, if this error message on the Botvac is going to be an issue, maybe I should check, because before I throw this thing away into the big garbage that it belongs in, maybe if I change the board, it'll work properly. So if you can hear that noise, it is back.